We're gonna go ask somebody to metal detect because I need somewhere to go this week after work because I may have some extra time. Coming up to this old house, I've always wanted to metal detect it, so let's try that one. I'm just gonna go to the front door and knock on it, see what they say. The dog's home. How you doing?
Hi.
My name's Kenny. The reason I've stopped in here a couple times after work during the week, but I do a bunch of metal detecting and artifact stuff, like looking for. And your house is pretty interesting to me, just because of the foundation and historical part of this hill running back to the park and all that.
It's been done a few times.
Has it?
At least twice.
Oh,
that
really?
I know of.
Would it be cool if I at least tried? Just like that, it's 3 days later, and here we are to hunt. I have the Equinox with the new Anderson shaft on it, so after this hunt, I might be able to comment on it a little bit. But we have just maybe 2-3 hours to hunt, and then I have to go home. We may come back to this site this Sunday and see what else we can find. Now, this place has been hunted twice, once 5 years ago and once 15 years ago. Now, there's a lot of noise, there's kids playing down here and all kinds of cars and a little bit of wind, just like always. So let's do some setup and get hunting. So let's go in and pick a program. Let's try, let's just do a part 2 for now. Let's go ahead and noise cancel. We're on 18 sensitivity right now. Let's just go take it up a little bit. It's a lot of power lines around here, high EMI. So let's just stick around 19. I'm gonna rerun my noise cancel now. I'm gonna go ahead and ground balance. All right, I'm nice and ground balanced now, so let's just go see. I'm gonna leave the volume there. I'm gonna bring down from 50 tones down to 5. Rejecting from -9 to 0 and 39 and 40. The recovery delay is gonna be on 5, it's a little quick. In an iron bias, I'm gonna bring it down to actually 0. So that's all our settings, so let's go ahead and start hunting. I'm gonna walk you around without my stabilizer, but this is old sandstone sidewalk. They have a special name for this stuff, but you know, this stuff hasn't been modified over the years, so it hasn't been poured into concrete. And then it's got these really large trees in the yard. Like that one right there, that's 36 inches diameter, so that's been around for a long time, so not a lot of modification to the yard, so that's a good thing. So here's our first target of the day. Here's a nice 24-25. I'm gonna assume that's a copper penny. It's 3 bars or so, so let's see. It's right about here. It's a coin. And it's a modern coin, but at least it's a coin. And if we can get a date off of it, I'll tell you what date it is. I'm actually on a new phone because yesterday I got my phone destroyed. I lost all my contacts and all my information, so it'll be a little bit of a learning process. What do we have here? We have a 1978 dime. So it's a good way to start. At least it's a coin. Second target's right there. 19, 20 or so. Let's see what that is. See it. I've actually found a ton of these things when I'm in the city here, but this is a parking validation little token thing called Golden Circle Validated Parking. Something that happened back in the 60s and 70s, I believe here, but it's all it is. It's aluminum, so let's keep going. I know this is really low target ID, but I haven't dug many of these. I just want to see what it is. There's actually something right there that's iron. There's a target right there. So one there, one there. Let's just check the hole. Still in there. It's awful deep. Well, here's our find. It's a old inline fuse. So a little glass fuse has that thing in there that snaps if you get fluctuation in the voltage. So, all right, let's keep going. We have a target right there and right there, but this is one we're after. 15, 16, somewhere in there. Let's see if that got it out of there. Definitely acting different. Still there. Just not hitting as good. I don't know what the deal is with that, but let's see what we have in here. Piece of wire right there. So I just yanked that great big piece of wire out. And we're now getting a 12. Probably when I pinpointed, because it's all metal mode, torqued me in there, made me position my hole over top of that bigger piece of iron. Well, there it is. Whatever we were hunting, between that one great big target over here, the big piece of wire that's in there, and then we have this. I don't know what it is. This is yet. It's nothing, actually. Oh, actually, it is something. An itty bitty, absolutely insanely small ring. It's obviously fake, but in order to pull something that microscopically small, that's probably half, well, 3/4 of the size of the diameter of a regular penny. And in with that big wire and that other gigantic target, I have this itty bitty, absolutely microscopic small ring that I just found. I kind of like that separation, so enjoying this. Got one right there. It's 15, 16, 3 bars. Let's just see if we got it out of there. Still in there. Have our target here. Really don't know what this is. It does look like it has some age to it, but could have been anything. So we'll just keep moving. Looks like it was a clip. It does have resistance to it, like spring action, so who knows. Well, here's our target. For some reason my phone was completely locked up when I got up here. Oh, we may have known what that was. It looks like a cog of some sort. You can see the little teeth around the outside. That's what we got out of that one. It was maybe 5-6 inches deep or so. And yes, I did break it, so let's keep looking. One target. Another target. Another target. So we have 3 for sure. This is the one I'm interested in right there. See, it's kind of mixed, but I know my upper right-hand corner of that coil right there is up right beside an iron target over there, over top of it. So let's just see what that is. Right about there. So let's check it with the machine, just see what happens. See, it's still kind of there. Nothing in the plug. There's actually something on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. It might even be what we're hunting. Yeah, there it is. I can already tell from the back of it. I'll go ahead and clean it off here. Well, out of those 3 targets in the ground right there, with one being a really great big awesome big target, we have an Indian. I can already tell from the back, so that's a score. Let's see what year this is. It doesn't seem to be a fat one. Maybe 1913, 1915, something 191, and the last number I can't tell, but we'll get it. All right, that's super awesome. Let's keep going. Just before leaving this, I just figured I'd check it, and yes, there's something else going on down there. I want to look into it. Pinpoint's right in that same area. Might even still be the original target we were hunting. Oh, look at that. It's another Indian. That's pretty awesome. I think I see a 1/8 in the beginning of that one, so let me clean it. Here's the back of it, as you can see. It's got real high corrosion, but the side we want to see is 1892, clearly. It's awesome. So we hit the 1800s, and we have 2 Indians today so far, and I've been here for about a half hour. So let's keep going. Gigantic target, the one we're interested in, with one right beside it. So let's see what that is. If I swing any more than that, I won't get that target. See if I go out here. Real jumpy. Gets into all this other stuff. There's stuff everywhere. But I like this one. Let's see what it is. And there it is. Just sitting there. Don't know how old it is yet. Could be anything. Looks like Lincoln there. See if we get a wheat scent or not. So from what I can tell right here, after a little bit of rubbing, it's 1956 wheat scent. The back of it's totally gone. Looks like it's had some previous damage before it got stuck in the ground. But I just pulled that out of a mess of stuff right there. And that makes me happy. So obviously there's lots of coins left here. Now coming up these steps and then these hostas here, we got a pretty good signal. The dog's gonna bark at us a little, but that's okay. Right about there. It's pretty high at times. With the plug out, it reads pretty good. Let's get in there with the pinpointer and see what we can find. I'll just leave it in the dirt there for you so you can take a look at it as I found it. Sitting right there, you can tell it's already a wheat cent. Let's see what year that thing is. So here's our find. You might be able to see it there. Looks like a 1944 wheat cent. So that's another cool find. See if we can maybe get into some silver today. But if not, I'm still cool with finding all these coins in the yard that's been hunted twice that we know of. Got one right there. Doesn't seem all that big, so 17, 18. Might be a pull tab, but we'll check it anyway. It's a big rusty bolt of some sort. Let's keep looking. So we just pulled that big rusty bolt out of there. And we still have an 1819 now. So it came up a little bit without the big rusty bolt in there. So there. I just pulled out a big rusty bolt. And this was laying in there. And being that this machine separates like no other, I have this here Indian. I can already tell that it's an Indian just by the back of it. You can see that there. It's pretty awesome. And let's try to get the front clean. For some reason, whatever side's facing down in this yard has a ton of really thick coating on it. I can see it. You may be able to see it. 1882. So there's an 1882 laying in there with a big old bolt. We've got a little lower one about right there. It's a 16, 17. You can see it's in the plug now. So now we're down at the plug. I'm trying to locate it without picking up my phone. Right about there. Could be anything. Could just be a piece of junk. But it also could not be a piece of junk. About to find out. I think they call these beaver tail. But yeah, there it is, or there it went. Here it is again. That's our find. So let's keep going. Yeah, everybody finds them. Really loud one. Solid 22. And we're still running part 2. So we're favoring the low tones. When we come back on Sunday, we'll probably switch and go to the high tones. It looks like a twist off bottle top. That's all it is. Trash. All right, gonna get some. Let's keep looking. So a nice smooth 26. Good amount of old dark dirt down in there. There's some rocks. What's that? Huh. The Youngstown something tube company. Looks like barbed wire in the middle, but it fashioned as a cross, you know, maybe in the middle. I don't know. Very different, very big, and stuck out like a sore thumb. This is maybe 5 inches deep or so. Here's our next target. Comes in right there. It's in there. We'll see what it is. It's a pretty good target ID. It's like our rain's moving in. I always like being in a yard when I'm digging like this just before rain. I always watch for weather. Kind of helps out with making sure the grass is okay. That's now what we have in the plug, 2425. And here it is. That's our coin. Looks like a wheat cent, doesn't it? Let's clean off the back. Yeah, that's a wheat cent. See? It looks like a 1951. Hopefully you can see that too. So yeah, we got a 1951 wheat. A lot of 40s and 50s here. We're kind of moving into the backyard now. You can see that sidewalk off to the left still. We just found that wheat cent. And there's a bunch of targets in here, just like always. But right there's a pretty good one. You can see some pretty high numbers. See if it's still in the ground. And it is. And Numbers look pretty good still. Let's go down there together. Over here, could just be another penny. Could be a piece of junk too. Well, there's our prize right there. It's just that piece of aluminum. All right, this is gonna be our last dig for the day. We will be back here in a couple days. Good reason why, because we found an awful lot of coins on here for being 100 yard. Still in the hole. Whatever it is right there in my hand. We're now on a ground cloth with this wad of dirt. See anything? Oh, jeez. It's a nail. Boy, that's a good reading for a nail. Think we should check the hole? So there's our plug. And there's our 24. Let's go back down there. So we had whatever's in here and a big old nail right beside each other. It's right there, whatever it is. Oh, there it is. Ah, it's just a Lincoln. Yep, just a Lincoln. We won't even look at the date, but there. We have a Lincoln cent to end the day. But still, we found that old Lincoln cent right in there, tucked close with a nail. So that's the end of our hunt. This is a pretty good hunt, just coming out after work and finding a place in town to metal detect. Found a bunch of Indians and all kinds of stuff in this yard. And that little bitty ring. It's amazing what this thing does with this great big coil. Now, I was gonna get the 6-inch coil next week, but I just had to buy that phone because yesterday I tripped and fell out land surveying and jammed a post straight through my phone that I was carrying or using to film, and I didn't have a warranty or coverage for insurance. So there went my coil. So we'll have to wait. But we'll be back out here this weekend. We'll try some different programs, focus on the high tones a little bit more, hunt for some silver, see if we can tag that. But yeah, great day. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, and take care.